It's actually a little bit late and almost time for me to go to bed, but I wanted to make this video about a couple of my favorite Ayurvedic sleep remedies. I made another video recently that talks a little bit about sleep, but I just wanted to emphasize that it's probably the most important thing that you can do for your health is to get a good night's sleep. And in Ayurveda, a substance called ojas, and ojas is pretty closely related to melatonin in Western sciences, and this is a substance that we produce meditation, certain foods and practices and things like that. But one of the best ways to produce ojas or to preserve our ojas is to get a good night's rest. And ojas is really important because this affects our clarity of mind specifically. It's also related to the immune system. It's connected to our digestion, so most processes in the body are going to need healthy to function optimally. Get a sense of your strength. You can see this through the luster in the eyes. So if you have clear, bright eyes, that's going to denote good ojas. Skin, if the skin is moist but not too moist and has a certain luster to it as well, that's a good sign that we have healthy ojas in the body. So our strength of mind and our sense of contentment are always going to give us a clue into the state of our ojas. So ojas is something we can always build up, always work on and improve, and mainly I really like to think of these things as something to protect or nurture even more so than to build up. But I want to give a couple of these quick remedies just for healthy sleep so that we can nourish our ojas. Remedies for sleep in Ayurveda are going to involve milk. If you are not good at digesting milk, or if you just don't drink milk, you're a vegan, you can substitute nut milks. They're not considered quite as strong or as potent. In any case, you can still use those as well. Simple thing that I like to use a lot is to get a pinch of nutmeg. You want to warm some milk just to the boiling point, and then you put just a pinch of nutmeg in it. It's a very tasty beverage. You can drink it maybe an hour or so before sleep. It works really well pretty quickly. So like an herb called brahmi, it's closely related to gotu kola, under the name bacopa or centella asiatica. If you find this herb, you just need about a teaspoon of that. I like to have patients take this 2 to 3 times a day. This will help, especially if the insomnia or sleep disturbance is related to stress. Another herb I also like that's pretty easily available is ashwagandha. So many people have heard of this. You can take the ashwagandha up to 3 times a day. Again, start with about a teaspoon. You can either take this with warm water or in some warm milk is the very traditional way to take this. And take that at nighttime, again, about an hour or so before bed. It's very well tolerated. It's a great adaptogenic herb. Use one of these remedies for 3 to 4 weeks and then switch it up. Sometimes the body can get a little bit tolerant to one and you may need to change, and that's what I find to be most effective.